I'm a woman in my mid-20s, and I've spent the last few years building a life where I can stand on my own 2 feet. I grew up in a regular middle-class family. Nothing fancy, but I worked hard through school and managed to land a stable marketing job. I cover my rent every month, I budget, I buy my own clothes, and I've always felt proud of the fact that I don't have to depend on anyone else. That part of my life was steady and good, until my cousin Laura and my aunt Diane decided to make me their running joke. Laura is a few years older than me, married, with kids. From the outside, she likes to project that she's the together one, the generous mom who has everything figured out. She started passing me her old clothes, shoes, and bags a couple of years ago. At first, I didn't see it as a big deal. She'd bring over bags after family gatherings, smiling and saying things like, "These might be useful for you." I assumed it came from a good place, so I thanked her and took them. When I opened those bags at home, though, it was a different story. Most of the clothes were outdated, things that had been sitting in her closet for 10 years. Shirts with yellowed collars, shoes with the soles half detached, handbags where the straps were literally tearing off. I found dresses with stains down the front, and a sweater with holes in both elbows. It wasn't charity, it was trash she didn't want to deal with. Still, I let it go at first. I thought maybe she just didn't realize how bad the stuff was. My Aunt Diane, her mom, was always in the background hyping her up. If I ever tried to politely decline, Diane would swoop in with, "Don't be wasteful." People would be grateful to get things for free. It was never phrased as an offer, it was more of an order. I started feeling like I couldn't say no without being called spoiled. Eventually, I decided I'd quietly donate the bags instead. At least that way the things could be sorted properly. Some might even find use somewhere. But Laura caught on. One day she asked me why she hadn't seen me wearing the jacket she gave me. I tried brushing it off, saying it wasn't really my style, but she pressed harder. She wanted proof that I was using her hand-me-downs, like I owed her gratitude for offloading her junk. The tension really blew open at a family barbecue. Diane was in rare form that day, playing hostess and making sure all eyes were on her. At one point, she got loud enough for everyone to hear and announced, "Rachel thinks she's too good for free stuff." Imagine being so ungrateful when people try to help you. She smirked, and the table erupted in laughter. I stood there holding a paper plate, feeling like I'd been shoved into the spotlight as the punchline. I tried to defend myself. I said I buy my own clothes, that I work full-time, and I wasn't ungrateful, I just didn't want things I couldn't use. Diane twisted every word I said into something else. She repeated it in a mocking voice, rolled her eyes, and soon people were shaking their heads like I was the ridiculous one. The nickname Ungrateful Rachel was born that night. It didn't stop there. At every family get-together after that, Diane would slip it in. "Careful, don't give that to Ungrateful Rachel. She won't appreciate it." Laura would laugh and act like it was all a big inside joke. Even some cousins started snickering when they saw me. What made it sting more was that my own mom didn't step in. She pulled me aside once and told me, "Just take the clothes, it's not worth the fight." I understood why she said it, but it left me feeling cornered, like no one was in my corner. Meanwhile, Laura leaned into her role of the generous cousin. She'd talk at gatherings about how she loved helping Rachel out, about how she kept her stocked up with things. She painted herself like some noble figure, as though she was keeping me afloat. People clapped her on the back for being so selfless, not realizing she was just passing off bags of junk she couldn't be bothered to throw away herself. For a while, I kept my head down, but the more it happened, the clearer it became. If I stayed quiet, this would just keep going. Laura would keep playing the hero, Diane would keep mocking me, and